Hello everyone, welcome to my YouTube channel. This is Maria from Under the Night Moon, and I am so excited to finally bring you this collection of books that I've been working on. I think it's been a month or so. It feels like forever. I'm so grateful to have been to finish and finally be able to bring you this collection. If you would believe, I literally moved my whole entire studio and changed my house around. So yeah, it was a big undertaking, but I absolutely love the way it came out. And I will do a new studio tour. But in the meantime, I just have to show you the books that I've been working on. I absolutely am in love with the books. This one especially has just a special place in my heart. I just love it, and this is something that I've been wanting to do for so long, which is to paint on top of old book covers. And if you don't know, I paint and have been painting for a long time. I actually have another Etsy shop called The Sunroom, where I had paintings, and I need to do more painting. It's hard to do both, but I'll just show you one of my quick little doodles here. Just some of the fun things I doodle around with. I love painting florals, but I've been wanting to do both for so long, and this is my, well, it's not my first one. Years ago I did a beach theme where I painted a beach scene on the front, but it's been a long time. And it wasn't on a vintage book cover. Like I love. So more of this is coming. So hopefully if you like it, you can certainly leave a comment below. I also really love making a journal like this in something so sturdy. Like having real book covers really makes a difference. And you can see this simple binding that I used, and I like the primitive style of it. I just love it. And this is super strong wool twine, so I don't think that's going anywhere. So I just really love the way this book came out. This book started as a tag book, and it features, and I just have to point out, I just did a whole video showcasing this digital collection from Debrina over at the Pixiedustfiles, that she made this collection just for me in my studio and my shop. And it's so absolutely breathtaking. Let me just show you. Every single page is just absolutely gorgeous. And this is available in my Etsy shop right now. And she made this kit just for me in my shop, if you can believe it. What a gift. Look at the beauty. I'm just so overwhelmed by her talent and her goodness, and just, I mean, it's overwhelming how absolutely stunning this is. And just, she really made this kit for me to help me, and I just think that's one of the most beautiful things. So I know I'm carrying on tonight, but I just have to make sure you know how grateful I am, Debrina, for sharing your art with me and my people. It's just beautiful. Look at this imagery here. It says Ave Maria. So I have some smaller books coming up, but this is the first book I made using this collection of papers. And I just had to make something with these papers. I couldn't believe my eyes when I opened the zip files. My jaw was literally, I mean, wide open with the beauty of these papers. So much inspiration. And look, she made tags. There's prayers. This image here is just absolutely stunning. Her talent of layering and the placement of the images that she chooses, her talent is just beyond words, in my opinion. And if you haven't been to her shop, you have got to go check out the Pixiedustfiles. You won't believe just the beauty You have to just take your time and look at how beautiful the things that she creates are. I could work with her papers forever, never get tired. So that was the envelope. Then I forgot to tell you, that's the envelope. And if you print it double-sided, any color would match. I mean, it's just so beautiful. Like, look at this little gorgeous garland of roses that she chose. And this image, I have this image, but to pair it with this theme and put the Ave Maria, I mean, that's the sort of thing that her talent is just vast. And she's a maker as well. If you ever get a chance to see some of her handmade creations, she's on Instagram as well. Just absolutely amazing. Her artistry is just, it's just unbelievable. So I'm so beyond blessed to have just made friends with her. Debrina, if you're watching, I just absolutely adore you. You're my favorite human. Definitely a favorite. You're on my favorite list. So yeah, so I made this book once I saw those papers. And it started with this frame, of course. This is the paper clay frames that I've been playing around with. This is a ruby and pearl Mary image here that I had on my desk. And I chose this one because it's dark, and I wanted to start with something very dramatic. And then as you open the book, I wanted you to kind of absorb like the soft palette of these papers. So that's what I was going for here. And you can see these are some, well, so to start with, I don't remember, this is just a simple vintage book cover in like this beautiful kind of sagey green here. And I started with texture paste in gold and stenciling the damask on there for the background. Then I embossed in a different gold this beautiful sort of fragment. It's I would say my pre-Raphaelite, I'm trying to think of the right words. And then I started painting the frame, many layers of paint. The roses took me 10 minutes. And roses, you know, you either get them or you don't. I struggle sometimes, but I love, Mary must have been with me because these came out so perfectly easy. But this frame color took me a while to get this color. Many layers. There's different golds, there's brass, there's pearl. But I wanted to match the color of the dress. And then I added this white to kind of pick up the roses and also the lilies. So this is kind of significant to the lilies, I guess. And then this is silk down here. It's absolutely gorgeous. And that's just to pick up the pink and the roses. And then just a simple couple of seam binding colors, a little bit of rhinestone there. And then it's all etched in gold. And the whole thing is covered in a matte finish. So I think this book cover is going to last for a long time, hopefully. Okay, and then inside, hopefully you can see, I have to keep it here because it's so large, but I came across this wallpaper and I didn't know what it looked like. It was $1 at a local thrift store here, and when I unrolled it and saw this little cherub imagery with the roses, I couldn't believe it. It's so beautifully done in the colors. So I lined the book with this wallpaper so it's on both sides. And I'm not a big fan of like the little naked babies, so I covered them. So I used this antique doily here. There's a little crystal heart charm here on the edge, really sparkly. I don't know if you can see it. And then I made tags, and I used, oops, hold on, this is a little string. I used some cardboard, some repurposed cardboard, and I stitched the papers and then added that to the tags as like dividers. So there's 1, here's 2, 3, and 4. This is a big one. You see this big one on the back here. Originally, this book was going to be made with the tags. I kind of didn't know what I was doing. I just sort of started making the tags, and then it just sort of evolved into what it is today. And so there's a lot going on, and it's very chunky because of the tags, but I love every element in this book, and just, yeah. So let me show you, because it's so beautiful. You can see there's gold flourish embossing on each tag. There's also some gold speckles. If you follow me on Instagram, you kind of saw a little sneak peek of this book. There's velvet, there's ruched brocades, beautiful little tags. And then on this tag here is a little golden cross. It's a little belly band. This definitely has like a pre-Raphaelite feel to it. Especially her papers also have that sort of feel. So I kind of went with that. So you can see these are her papers. And then I just embellished with textural things. Here's some fun tassels. It's a little wax seal of a crown. You can see the embossing, little chiffon bows. I mean, what a prayer book this is, right? It's just a work of art, in my opinion. This took many, many hours, but you can see I just really had to just go all out with these papers. And it's also a very functional book. So this is my favorite page, right? This is the first page of, now this kit is called Full of Grace, and it's in my shop. If you're seeing this video, it's in my shop right now if you're interested in it. So you can see here, I just made this the first page. And I decorated, I had fun with my trims. This is actually a little notepad right here on the inside cover, right? In case you have little prayers, people that you're praying for, you're doing a novena, and you need 9 days. This is some of her music paper, and then it's also a little tuck inside here. This is a beautiful little vintage embroidered rose that I just gotten in the mail. I'm so excited because I get to use it for this book. And then in this little tuck spot here, and I just added papers from my stash that I thought would be complimentary and also just beautiful to have, to write on, to add a photo of a loved one. I just tried to make this book as beautiful as I possibly could. Here is another one of her digitals. I will link this below. And I don't know if you can see, but I embossed a script on top of it. And I absolutely love the way that came out. Just a reminder. And then this is one of the prayers that she gives you. Maybe, did I go over the whole thing with you? I think I did. But the prayers are on the ephemera page. And this is the Glory Be. Now, my dad told me you're supposed to do 7 Glory Bees a day for your guardian angel. So there's some advice from my dad. I do the Glory Bee, but I don't know if I do 7 of them. Here's some beautiful, beautiful flocked paper. I just love this pink paper. I don't know if you can see. Again, I just tried to make it as pretty as I could. You see this gorgeous sequin lace embroidered trim here, seam binding, and then she has a wallpaper kit, and this is one of her cards that come with that. All of the kits will be down below. And here's so I think you get 4 to a page, and they're big and beautiful, and I like that. It's perfect for a story. And this one I just stamped a frame right on top. Just beautiful. And then over here is a beautiful golden frame. And you know, I want the owner to be able to you know, use the frame maybe for a loved one that they have or a favorite image that they found. So I like to just add the frame for them to have fun with. And then here's a tag that comes with the kit as well. Absolutely beautiful. And then I just paper clipped that on there like so. And I love this gold foil. It's like a matte gold. It's the perfect gold. And there's the other side of that gorgeous, gorgeous paper. And then I just added some fun trims. Beautiful writing paper here. Ready for a story. This is the inside of an envelope of this Italian paper that I've had forever. I kind of hoard this paper and really never use it, but for this book, like I said, I used things in my stash that are special to me. And I reinforced all the pages, by the way, in case you're wondering, because of course I don't want you to worry about, you know, the pages. Here you can kind of see how this was the lining of an envelope, and I took it out of the envelope years ago and just kept the liner. But it's so gorgeous. This is the Italian Florentine paper. And then I just added a piece of lace here for you to have fun with. And this clip, right? And then inside here's the lace. And then some more paper ready for a story. This is from the Full of Grace original kit. So there's Full of Grace 1 and Full of Grace 2. That's from 1. And then in this little glassine bag is actually an antique metal. And it's got a guardian angel on one side. And I think it's Jesus on the other. But it's just so beautiful. And I thought it's probably blessed. So we'll just keep it in this little bag for whomever. As like just a good thing to have on you. I think we're all supposed to have a medal or a cross on. Here is a little book that I came across called The Swan, and I love it. It's the Tame Swan is a very gentle bird. It delights to swim on streams. I mean, I just love everything about this. So yeah, I had to include one of those. Beautiful, beautiful magazine of a sunflower. Just love. Like I said, everything in this book is just something that I love. Here's a little chapter 1 hanging out on my desk. Some more beautiful paper. A lot of this is vintage Anna Griffin. She just does the vintage engravings the best. Little wax seal of a fleur-de-lis. Here's the other side of her music papers, I think. Just gorgeous. This is another kit from the Pixiedustfiles. And then here's another tag. This is from Sam Poole. This is her Doily Collection. Look at this pretty little antique lace down here. And like I said, all the tags have been embossed for fun. And they're ready for pictures, stories. You could make the tags a focal point of this book and, you know, maybe put a family member on each tag, something like that. You can see the gold embossing here. It's just so spectacular. I just love, love, love. It's like a little special. And so you see these digitals are from her wallpaper kit. And then most of the papers have been tea dyed with the gold paint for sparkle. There's the 7 Sorrows of Mary I was talking about in the previous video. Some beautiful wallpaper, nice big piece for you to play with. And then just some of her gorgeous ephemera. Gorgeous, gorgeous. And a little writing paper. I used my heart paper clips too, which is super fun. This is a little floating pocket here. And then I just added a couple of her wallpaper tags. Oh no, this is from the Rose kit, I think. I'll leave links below of everything I used. But if you haven't been to the Pixie Dust Files, I don't know if I'm repeating myself or not, but I'm telling you, you have to go see her digitals. How absolutely beautiful they are. Look at this fun little flip out here, right? And then just some beautiful laces. A little bit of my aged tape there. Just love. And then she's got some file folders, which I have coming up too. Next weekend, I'm gonna have my, oh, and you can see here I printed double-sided, right? Just changes everything when you print double-sided. It's so much fun. So I have coming up in my next video, you'll see the file folders and how I made larger books with this kit. But here's one of her wallpaper pages. And look how beautiful. It's just the prettiest paper ever. And then I gave you a piece of my favorite yellow. And I just thought it matched her papers so beautifully. Inside here for you to play with. And I just have that clipped on there. You can put it wherever you like and fill it with all kinds of goodies, right? Here is a piece of some really old wallpaper. It has a little bit of texture and a little bit of metallic. It's just very dainty and minty, and it definitely has like a 1920s vibe to it. It's super delicate, and it's just gorgeous. So I gave you a big piece there to play with. And then a large journaling card. Put that underneath there. Another one of her beautiful roses, and I made this little velvet bow. I just think that's so cute. It was floating on my desk and I had to give it a home. And then a pretty little doily. You can kind of make a card, you know, make someone a get well card or a happy birthday or a wedding. I mean, it's just endless what you can use her papers for. I mean, it's just, there's so many things that you can do. And look at this, is just cardboard and I turned it into just this beautiful book. Fun little tag here. There's the other side of that cute little floating pocket with some beautiful embroidered lace. And then inside just some more journaling cards. Papers. I love these fussy cut vases. Super fun. And then this is from my stash. Just some pretty paper. There's more of that antique doily, is so pretty. And then here's more of that garden. This looks like an artichoke right here. It's so cool. I love the deep greens. I mean, you can just smell the freshness right there. And another beautiful sunflower there. And I just love the pop of color. And then this page here is more of her papers, her journaling papers. You could write a whole story on here, right? And then I made a big wallpaper tag. I just love this wallpaper. Of course, some of the green toile. And this is a sweet little image of some kids with some baby lambs. I love this toile because of the little story that it tells. And then one of her gorgeous roses. I don't remember which kit that's from. I think that's from the rose kit. And then on this side, I mean, just this image. This is the tag. All I did was cut it out. And, you know, that's what I mean. Like, her digitals are so easy to use because she does all the work for you. Here's a pretty piece of rose wallpaper again. Just a beautiful backdrop. And then on this side is a piece of fun sketchbook paper, which you can definitely sketch on. You could make a card using the wallpaper and this. I gave you this gorgeous frame you could play with. And then this paper is William Morris, and I just think this matches her, you know, I hate to say vibe, but you know what I mean? Like, it just kind of has that same feel. So there's a bunch of fun things for you to play with. And this is, or was the center, was supposed to be the center, but it's more towards the end. But look at this cool image. And I actually can show you, I think. This is one of the things that I have. This is the original. Isn't it cool? And I think it was like a powder box or something. And I got it a long time ago, I think at an antique place. And I wasn't making anything. It was just so pretty. I had to have it. And it's original. And it just really took my breath away. And so I made a copy of it. And I thought it came out so beautiful that I just added it to this book. And I covered the back. I mean, I love everything about it. I love the flowers, her dress, the beautiful background. I mean, the orchid in her hair, the blues. I mean, the whole thing to me is just so absolutely stunning. So that's what that came from. And just some beautiful blue damask paper for you for the center. I did have fun making a little kind of textile tag here. Kind of dressing up my little thing here. And all I did was just put it through. Yeah. Here's some more textury fabrics up there. Here's the other prayer, the Hail Mary prayer, to go with this side here. I just love this paper so much. I just think it's so pretty. And then this is just a little tuck spot here. And here are the cards that she gives you in the kit. And then I just paired it with some more papers. This is a little end cut, but it's so beautiful. I mean, yeah, everything has to stay. And then this is an embossing folder I have. And look at the flowers on here. It's just so breathtaking. So yeah, so just hopefully, you know, this will inspire someone to play with all of these things. Here's some more of that drawing paper. To have fun, be creative, make some things with all of these, you know, or journal. I just think this book would make such a beautiful gift for yourself. If you need to just have a journal. So here's the page, another page from the Swan book that has one of the engravings of the little girl and the swan. It's just so beautiful. I love it. I don't have the whole book. I just have a few of the pages. I don't remember where it came from. I think my sister. But I treasure it. I love it. Okay, and then here is the little envelope. Oops, hold on. This tulle lace got caught on the rhinestone right here. Here's the envelope that she gives us all made up into an envelope. Now, I decorated it with some stuff, right? Yeah. I decorated it, but, you know, there's just so many endless possibilities that you can do with the things that she gives us here. And again, I can't find it, but coming up, you'll see the larger books that I made using this kit. Here's some more paper from my stash, and then this is from her Rose's digital junk journal kit, which will be linked below. So I might have to move this rhinestone, though, because this tool got caught, and I don't want that to happen. And then here's the last large tag, and let me take everything out so you can see how big it is. This is using Sam Poole's, her doilies, and I thought her doilies were a beautiful match for this digital, her tea-dyed doilies, because I don't have time to tea-dye with doilies. I mean, I do kind of, but not really. And at the time, it was easier for me to print. And hers are beautiful. I think I got Ruby and Pearls also. And it just made making this book easier. So if you don't have a lot of time to tea dye, go check out Sam Poole. I'll leave a link for her too. And yeah, you can just print knowing, you know, someday you'll do the doily tea dye. But if you don't have time, it's a great way to just get them quickly. So here's this antique doily, and I backed it with, you can hear it, it's tracing paper, and I actually stitched because it's so delicate, right? I did a zigzag stitch all the way around just to keep it in place, and I don't want it falling apart, so it's so pretty up close. It sort of looks like stained glass without the color. It's just so pretty. So, and it's a little pocket. And then down here is a little lamp work glass bead. in the minty greens. There's not a whole lot of, you know, sparkly jewelry in here because I don't think that's fitting for Mary. You know, she was humble, and even though she's been crowned with real stars and, you know, is the queen of heaven, I just like to keep things just a little more, I don't know, just a little less decorated. Does that make sense? Look at this background paper, though. I think I opened that up too quickly. Isn't that gorgeous? I mean, it's just beautiful. I could make a whole book just using this paper here. And see how she gives you the doily right here. All the work is done for you. Her digitals are just, I'm telling you, absolutely spectacular. So I gave you that whole page because that is not cutting that one up. It's too pretty. I kind of forgot what is where, but let's put, I love the stripes and the roses together. I just think how fun, and a little piece of this antique flocked paper here. And I love these pearly bits here. I just think, wouldn't that make a gorgeous halo for her? And so we put those in there. Then on the other side, we have some more of her wallpaper journaling cards. Another one of her tags. Again, you know, I can't, it's just, you know, this would make such a fun bookmark. And look at, this is a little die cut here. And what I love is the gold paper kind of came off on the side, but it sort of reminded me of like a remnant, you know, of like a building out in England that's been neglected. I don't know, it just had that feel. And how fun if you're making a card. You know, you could just put that right on this and make a fun little bookmark. Maybe add some journaling there at the bottom. So, yeah. So that concludes the flip through of this beautiful keepsake wallpaper prayer book textile. I don't know, my signature right here. Yeah, and you can see the stenciling here. I didn't do the embossing on the back because this is going to get a lot of wear and tear, and I just don't know. I know this texture paste isn't going anywhere, but I didn't want to have problems with the embossing because it's a little more delicate. But yeah, so that concludes the flip through. If you've been with me tonight, thank you so much for watching and hanging out, and just I'm just so very grateful to all of my subscribers and the people that are following me and leaving me comments. I'm beyond blessed. And Debrina, it's your papers that made this book, you know, what it is. And I just think that's just amazing that papers can inspire someone to make something like this. You know, is not my doing. You know, I can't take credit, even though, yes, I made this with my hands. It was really the inspiration behind your papers, and it's just really cool how art works, and inspiration and the things that we are inspired to create. I love being part of that, and hopefully have inspired people to create also. And I'm just so very grateful and so very blessed. So thank you all for watching. Of course, follow me here, subscribe. If you want, you can tap the notification bell and it'll let you know when I post new videos. I will have some new videos coming up using this collection. The things are I'm already working on them on my desk right now. So that'll be coming up hopefully next weekend. And then, of course, you can follow me on Instagram as well. I'm just Under the Night Moon over there. Everything will be listed in my Etsy shop. The books and things will be listed in my Etsy shop tomorrow, and the links will be down below for that as well. So tomorrow, Saturday, June, I think it's the 15th, 14th. I don't know the date. But with that said, just have a wonderful weekend. God bless. Thank you all so very much again, and just have a wonderful weekend. All right, bye-bye.